Hello, I'm Natalie Saavedra Salazar. This is the task 5 to the course 551034. I'm to the group 20. This is the course to the teacher Kelly Maritza Fajardo to the course Didactics of Social Science. This is the activity about video presentation. Here I'm going to show you the script about a class. This class was the topic characteristics of housings in rural and urban landscapes. This activity was made for November 27th to the grade 202 in the social science class for 2 hours. I'm organized this activity, those activity according to DBA 6. Those was compara las características de las viviendas en su municipio, vereda o lugar donde vive en comparación, ¿sí?, con las de otros lugares. During the class, I want to practice with students listening, speaking, reading, and writing skills. The objective to this class was, by the end of the class, students be able to make a comparison to the characteristics, to the type of housings, to their place and other places in their country, in this case, Colombia. Here I'm going to show you what was the class structure. Okay, we are going to talk about the lesson descriptions. We organize the class in 3 parts. Part number 1, presentation stage. Second part was practice stage, and production stage was the third one. Okay, so I'm going to explain about the first one, presentation stage. This first stage was about how the teacher introduced the topic, how the teacher showed to the students what are they working to during the class. So I propose recognize characteristics of housings according to material used to their constructions. So I'm going to show them some materials like bricks, timber, wood, stone, or mud, something like this. But in a real materials. So I watched to the students these ones, yes, and they are going to talk about where they saw these materials. So during this part to the class, we were talking about the materials and what kind of things people use those materials in a house. Yes, where they saw it. This activity more or less 25 minutes to the first part. Then we were talking about the second part, the practice, where the students is going to do something about their learning. So in this part, they describe different characteristics of homes from the image reading. So a teacher is going to share some slides with images to different houses, to different places to the country. Also explain the characteristics to the places and the people to buy those kind of housings according to these characteristics. So students must reflect and talk in groups. Okay, they are going to read in the images and then they're going to talk in a groups according to those characteristics and those materials and where and if it's possible they were looking these kind of housings in some place is, for example, in a tree or the vacations, or maybe a movie, okay, or a TV. So I proposed to show them these kind of images. For example, this one. In our country, near to the coast, we we we, we have people who live in this place. So we were to talking about why they live there and how make some modifications, some changes in the structure to the house, to this wood, for example, because are on the sea or on the water, on the river is possible too. Maybe in this space, in this case, we show about this in a desert place. So they use what kind of materials and how they use their materials to use to organize to build this kind of house. Maybe stones, okay, maybe wood, okay. So they were looking those kind of materials, those kind of house, and they are looking to this imagine to share with friends about they were looking or what were they knowing in some places. This activity, I suppose that is a lot of 30 minutes. And the last part about production. In this kind of activity, we have to, the students make the main the main paper in the class. So I present a poster with three types of housing built with different materials, considering the characteristics of the people and the places where they belong. So according to those kind of people that I show there in those images, they select three and make a poster, and then students will present their work in the class and explain why they select those three options to house and what were the characteristics about the people, about the place, and of course the material that people use to build these houses. Okay? This is a long, I think that is a production stage, so this is a lot of time to this activity, 40 minutes more or less. What can I make a conclusion? So the class is designed to a special group with students that enjoy English and talk about daily life, experience, and likes. Also, the teacher and the class can reflect about the possibility and the option that the students have, and as a way to bigger the topic and improve their abilities in human values. Also, I were closing this presentation talking with you that this theme opens the possibility to carry out work integration with mathematical areas, values, science, geometry, arts. So we can get better the knowledge to the students and make it count a lot of in their lives. So thank you. I'm here to you. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.